Salaam alaikum. Tonight I want to invite some non-Somalis and Somalis alike. We're going to talk about Will Smith tonight. Hello everyone. Salaam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Let's have some discussion tonight about violence. Black men and violence. Better. They always just want to use their fists instead of their words. Use your words, people. Start using your words. There's a reason. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How's everybody doing over here? Queen Sanaga. Hello, Habriyat. How are you? How's it going? Use your words, people. Start using your words. There's a reason. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How's everybody doing over here? How's it going? Tonight, I want to talk about the Oscars. What happened at the Academy. Did you guys see it? I want to speak English tonight because I want to share this video with other platforms. Okay? Okay. Yay! Hi, Habriyat. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
You ready to discuss what happened at the Academy? Did you watch
Where?
the Oscars? The Academy.
No.
Oh.
I did not watch. I'm not.
You're not Somali? Are you Ethiopian?
I'm Ethiopian and my dad is half Somali, but I can't speak Somali or not.
Oh, mashallah. Okay. Where do you live?
I live in Minnesota.
Oh, you live in Minnesota. Did you see what Will Smith did last night? You must have seen the news. Will Smith. You know Will Smith, right?
Yeah.
The actor.
Yeah, I know.
Well, did you see what he did at the Academy last night?
Oh, when he makes a joke about his wife, whatever, and
when he slapped Chris
the
Rock.
guy. Yeah.
That's what I want to talk about tonight, because I want to talk about the importance of our young people, particularly young men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, young men of color, especially black men, using their words rather than their fists.
That's true. Yeah, I got a question too. What do you say about like the double standard in our community between like, for me, I can't do a lot of things because I'm a girl, and my brother can do a lot of things because he's a boy, you know? He can come home anytime he wants to, but I can't. And he can do whatever and I can't. Like, why is that?
So it's always women are usually the enforcers of bad behavior. Let's just be honest. We're the enforcers of bad behavior. Men set the tone, and then we are the enforcers. But I want to talk about Will Smith before we can talk about that another time. But I want to talk about Will Smith first. Somebody said here that Will Smith was right to defend his wife. But what defending did his wife needed? His wife is bald. She has a condition that that makes women's hair fall out. A lot of women have that. It's not a life-threatening illness. She was very brave to actually share her story with the world and her entire journey. She is beautiful. She could have hide it or hid her condition and no one would have known. She could have covered it because she has money. She could have used expensive wigs, to cover everything, and no one would have known. But she chose to share everything with the world. You have to understand the G.I. Jane movie that he was talking about, or the character, was a very strong, powerful woman. She was part of an elite, I think she was Navy SEAL, part of an elite a group of the military, where she was the first woman, and she shaved her head. She was beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. There's nothing to hide. There's nothing to be ashamed of. So I think he was wrong to assault a man in the global stage where millions, if not billions, of people were watching. We are trying to model for our children, especially young men, because we have a lot of violence in this country, quite frankly, especially young black men killing each other. And so we want our young people to use their words and not their fists. And it was embarrassing because he's a comedian, for God's sake, a comedian.
The guys,
yeah, I mean, I was very proud of Chris Rock last night because he was very graceful. He could have scuffled and slap the guy back, but he didn't. He was very graceful and gracious, and I was very, very proud of him. Oh, thank you, Miss 669. I see a lot of delays over here saying, don't listen to Fatih Apsi. Well, they are listening, so that's too bad for you, delays them. Yeah. So Javier, we let's see. I want to hear more about Will Smith. What do you guys think about what Will Smith did last night?
Maybe she may be insecure about that, you know?
Yeah.
So I thought like maybe he got mad because he knows that his wife is insecure about it, and he was joking about her insecurity or something like that.
Well, at first he laughed at the joke, right? Everybody laughed. And then he looked at his wife, and she looked sad, and she kind of rolled her eyes. And I guess he just wanted to, show
her that.
Yeah, that he's the man. I'm gonna defend you, baby.
She didn't say anything, but he was wrong for going and slapping him. But he can just say something like, "Hey, you can't joke about that," or something like that, you know?
Yes, absolutely. I mean,
that or something like that, you know?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, and he didn't even apologize later on. He apologized to the Academy. He was worried about, oh, I hope the Academy will invite me back. I mean, give me a break. I mean, our young people are dying in this country and many other places, but especially in this country. There are a lot of young black men, including Somalis and other Africans in different parts of the country that are killing each other. And I for little silly things, oh, you insulted me, or you look at my girl, or you disrespected me, etc., etc. So I thought it was the wrong message to send to young people. And the last thing we want to see is, two brothers, black men, fighting in the world stage. I mean, we're fighting everywhere. We're fighting in many parts of in Africa. We're fighting here. We're fighting everywhere. I thought it was pathetic. I honestly thought it was pathetic.
Everywhere, yeah. It is. It is not good. Like, I mean, it's not a nice thing to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna read some of the comments. Minaho said, I understand the joke was wrong, but it took away from Chris Rock's moment too, which is unfortunate. Well, Chris was the presenter, so I mean, he was already he was the host, so he had plenty of time. So he had plenty of moments, and I think he gained a lot of respect last night, to be honest. But I think I think Will Smith took away a lot of other people's moments. I mean, everybody is talking about him and what happened last night instead of the best film, the best actress, the best, all the other people that won awards and for all the different categories. And many of these people might not ever have this chance again. So I thought it was very selfish of him, and he had plenty of time to think about his actions, because it was kind of a long walk, and but I like somebody said, I think he should have kissed him instead of punching him. Wouldn't that be beautiful if he did that? If he kissed him right here instead. I mean, that would have sent shockwaves to the world. How, like, he could have just came and pretended like he was gonna punch him and then kissed him. Wouldn't that be beautiful? I mean, I think it would have been so much more beautiful. Okay, let me see. What else? It was a very ghetto moment of the wrong place. I agree with you, Sissy Med. Yeah, very ghettoish, very ghettoish. Somebody else said, Bureka said, Chris had the best reaction. I'm telling you, I was never really a big fan of neither of them. I like them, both of them. But, I'm not a huge fan of neither of them, but I respect and honor both of them. I like them, and wish them the best always, obviously. But last night I came away with, I was just in awe of Chris. I think he has gained so much respect. I think he has gained so much respect by so many people, and he gained a lot of fans, I think, last night. Blue Hefner, it was a misplaced anger on Will's part. I agree with you, Javier. I agree with you. It was really, it was totally misplaced, and he laughed at the joke. He laughed, but then I mean, it was just, people are still shocked. People are saying, what? Okay, I want to ask you guys another question. What do you think would have happened if Will Smith was a white guy last night? If Will Smith was a white guy who went and bunched a guy, or the host or whatever, or even an ordinary, one of the nominees or whatever, what do you think would have happened last night? I personally think that if Will was a white guy last night, he would have been escorted out of the Academy, and who knows, maybe his Oscar would have been rescinded as well. I honestly think that is what would have happened, because all of a sudden people would say, Hollywood and the Academy being so woke, everybody would have said, oh, I don't feel safe anymore. I don't feel that the Oscar is a very safe place to be anymore. What do you think? Okay. He was the laughing stock of the internet for the last 2 years. Blue, but whose fault is that? It's him and his wife that shared their story, their personal story with the world. Nobody asked them. There were all these rumors, and people have been saying stuff, and nobody really, for the most part, believed the rumors that they have an open relationship. But they're the ones who came out and said it. When you're famous, people say all kind of stuff, especially negative stuff about you. And the good thing is, not a lot of people believe that, because it's kind of ambiguous. It could be true, it might not be. So you are always afforded, well, it could just be a tabloid nonsense. But they're the ones that shared their story, and of course people are going to laugh at you, because here you claim to love and honor each other, and then you have this amazing marriage, and that you are, ride or die for each other, and then you have affairs. And okay, Bayina said, let's take race out of it. He felt disrespected, and his anger got the best of him. He's human. I agree with you. He's human, and his anger get the best of him. But I still think it's a valid point, because it would have been different. And I'm not saying white privilege is not a thing. I am not. I think white privilege is very, very real. But I think last night, if he was a white man, he would have been escorted. I honestly do believe that. I mean, we have to be truthful. Yeah. But anyway, I'm just going to finish. What I'm going to say is that violence is never the answer. Yeah. Black people are fighting everywhere. We have destroyed many parts of our countries because we're fighting. We don't know how to do any reconciliation. We have a lot of anger issues, obviously, for a lot of reasons. Yeah, a lot of reasons. But violence don't solve any problems, and our young people are hurting each other for the littlest, silliest things and reasons. And I think we need to do better. And I think Will Smith should be ashamed, to be quite frank. with you. I think he should be ashamed. I think he should apologize to Chris Rock and to his fans and everyone, that all the young people that admire him and respected him, and to us. I mean, he's, he's a brother, I want him to be better and be respected. And I think he lost a lot of respect last night. And women are not that fragile. We are so much more than our hair. Hair is beautiful. It's what makes us, I used to have a lot of hair, I used to look like a lion. All right, should I show you some of my old pictures? But as you get older and time goes by and you don't take care of your hair, and with so many other things, you lose your hair. And I'm, alhamdulillah, I mean, did you see Jada Pinkett wearing a hijab back, I think it was late 2020 or the early 2021. She was wearing a abaya and a hijab, and she looked gorgeous. I was like, girl, you should just keep that, because she looked really beautiful. But anyway, we don't want to have our cake and eat it too. We women in the 21st century want to say, I am so much more than my looks. I have so much to offer to the world, and I have so much to say, and I am an intelligent being. We're so much more. We're so much more,